Hey, Savvy Sarah here. I thought I would provide an update with how things are going at the condo renovation. I had posted a video shortly after the demo and sort of did a walkthrough and showed you what it looked like ripped apart. And that was in, let's see, we started the second week of November. Here we are 2 days after Christmas. And things, of course, are going so much slower than I had expected and planned for. I was hoping to have the entire project completed and a tenant, marketed, listed for rent, and a tenant in place by January 1st. Well, you're about to see we're not quite there yet. Let's have a look. We are making a hell of a lot of progress, but if you just look down at the floors, it's a freaking mess in here. Wow. This whole wall, there used to be a wall here. So this is all gone now. There used to be a wall there. That's gone. Last time I did the video, there were just wires and all sorts of things hanging down from the ceiling. All right, this is sort of a staging room where there are some cabinets that will be put back in because I am not renovating the kitchen right now. You know how it is when you're remodeling and you start to have all these really great ideas and you're like, you really got to think this stuff through, and there's a time to do things. And I'll be damned, I did add a few things to the project, but very well thought out, and I'm glad I did. And the primary thing that I added were all the lights. I knew I had to obviously add some lights, but I don't know if you remember, but here in the kitchen there was a cutout, a square cutout, and then shop lights with the plastic and the grated over top of that, as were the same, this place was built in 1980. So the same thing was in both bathrooms. You can kind of see the old indentations there in the drywall. It's not the best patch job, but anyway. So the soffit lighting was removed, and ta-da! I have can lights, recessed lights. And ta-da! Every single one of them are set up with the on-off and the dimmer. Dimmers are expensive, but so well worth it. And yes, I made the ones in the shower separate and also on dimmer. I mean, come on. You don't always want to soak in the tub with the light on full blast, right? Sometimes you just want a little dim light, maybe a little candle burning. So extra bucks for all of this, but totally worth it in my opinion. While I was shopping at Lowe's buying all of the can lights, well, so back up. I created my little sketch about where I wanted all the lights, and then we had to go buy all of these, and it ended up being, in the beginning I was planning on putting about 27 recessed lights into the home. And the change plan was that I actually ended up putting 42. The guy at Lowe's asked me if I was cutting up people. I thought, oh my God, do I look like somebody that would cut people up? No, I just want good lighting, and I want lighting that makes sense and is convenience. It's all about convenience and utility and function for me, and ambiance. That's what it's about, not something like that, like cutting up people. Wow. So, for example, in this room, this is the living room. So we've got, actually this ended up getting 10. I had planned on 8, but the electrician ended up putting 10 in here because of the way the rafters are above the ceiling. You have to respect the trusses that is in between the first floor and the second floor, and I couldn't, the spacing just didn't work out. So what we did instead was we sort of put them on, you know, so like one switch controls those two, right? So I can turn off the rest of them and I can just have these two on, right? Or I can turn on all the ones in the middle and turn those off. And of course, those two there are also separate. And in here, oh, I think I showed you, this was a big surprise. There was a, that's actually the plumbing from upstairs. The main plumbing pipe comes down through here. So I had to go with a column, but it's not a large column. And I've got an idea for a nice shelving to come off of here down the road later. For now, it is what it is. So we've got task lighting here, right? 2 for your task lighting. And then 4 in the main area of the kitchen. We've got 2 here for the hallway. The hallway lights were replaced. So as I got into the job, it just started to make sense. While I was at it, I thought, well, geez, I may as well put 4 in the bedrooms. So now each bedroom has, that one has 4 lights. This one has 4 lights. And of course the master is bigger, so it has a little bit more than 4. I think I put 5 in here. And these, the lights are not in the can. So you can see the can goes up and then the little light fixture attaches to it. All the popcorn ceiling is gone. Look at that. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it here. You can see that ceiling texture. That is a knockdown texture. The popcorn is gone. The paint is done. So the popcorn was scraped off, the knockdown texture was put on, the ceilings were painted, the walls, all of the walls have been painted, and next up is flooring. The flooring installation is going to start tomorrow. So I need to go buy my baseboard. I need about 250 feet of baseboard. So I think I'm going to go to Lowe's and purchase that. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the fireplace. Definitely removing the mirror and the probably the black shelf as well, and going to create some sort of a little step area. But I'm thinking about doing tile all the way up to the ceiling. So tile that comes all the way down, really make it the focal point. But what sort of tile? I'd really like maybe the arabesque, maybe chevron pattern. I'm not sure yet. That I still need to pick out. So kitchen's staying the same, other than obviously all the walls that have been knocked down. But yeah, this is a dirty part. The floor is just a mess, dust everywhere, but a very important part. So the flooring is next, then the baseboard, then the closet build-outs, then a major cleanup. So that's it. Thought I would give you an update, let you know how things are coming along. Definitely over budget, definitely over time, but it's important when you're doing a renovation to do it right and make it what you want. This is not just a rental for me. I will at some point be moving back into this home. So in my vision, I'm really doing this for my own future comfort. So ciao, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody is doing fabulous out there. Thanks. See ya. Messy. Yeah, that's what was in the kitchen. That big square, that was up in the ceiling with a big square hole in the ceiling with like 2 shop lights, fluorescent lights. No more. Yay, we have recessed lights. All right. Arrivederci. Bye-bye.